Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Imperator Davius, your fedora-wearing Reshiram. And tonight I'm coming to you live with yet more Tactician's Monday matches. So let's start this off with our first battle against Damon. Let me tell you, these matches were quite the, let's say, roller coaster rides because, oh my goodness, there were so many times I had so many battles where I almost win or I almost lose just by the narrowest of margins. But in any case, we're going to start this battle off. I'm going to lead with, I believe it's Lucky and Elizabeth. Yes, it's Lucky and Elizabeth. And my opponent, Damon, is going to lead with Aurora and Etch. So this starts off with, well, both of us trading weather effects. Damon doesn't seem to like my snow or sandstorm, or in the snowstorm. So she pulls out both of her snow leading duo and sends in instead a Kumo and a Aegis Slash, I believe. Yes, Aegis Slash. Yes, I keep forgetting the name. In any case, Elizabeth is gonna, fall back and take out the trap. Gonna get with the U-turn, pull out, get some damage. I'm gonna have Lucky set up a stealth rock here. Oh my goodness, okay. So now that the stealth rocks are set up, Armina is gonna lead with a crunch into the Aegis Slash. It gets a bit of damage, but now this combo is gonna go for a focus blast into Lucky. Lucky durs it like a bloody boss and gets to really low health, but survives and gonna chow down on that figgy berry I give him. But now comes the Aegis Slash. Aegis Slash is gonna go for a flash cannon into my poor Armina, my poor Lycanroc midday. There we go. But in any case, Armina's not gonna survive very much, so that's the end of Armina. Lucky's gonna go for a Harden because I'm thinking maybe he was gonna physical attacks, but nope. So I pretty much wasted the potential double knockout here with the Earthquake and Earthquake for that. So Lola's gonna come out now. We're gonna do some crazy shenanigans. Lola's gonna sit out there, gonna start showing how tough she is. She is actually my second Garchomp that I've bred and raised. Lola's gonna go out there, gonna go for a Dragon Claw, gonna show that Riot who's boss. And down goes the Kumo. And now Lucky's gonna go for an Earthquake. Unfortunately, the King Shield's gonna protect the Aegis Slash, so this isn't gonna do a whole lot of damage. Actually, it's gonna do no damage to my opponent. Instead, it's gonna just hurt Lola. Poor Lola. So, in any case, that's the end of that turn, and now we're gonna move on, and Damon's gonna send out Aurora. Gonna set up the Snowstorm again. But those stealth rocks are starting to come into play here. So now Aurora sets up the Hail. I should have probably pulled out, but I'm thinking maybe I can, do something else. But Lola is gonna take a Blizzard for all of my trouble. And down goes my Garchomp Lola. And now Legacy, the Aegis Slash is gonna go into Blade form. It's gonna go into a Flash Cannon, obviously because I'm a very special defensive Gigalith. Lucky is gonna go down. Rest in peace, my Gigalith. And now the snow is gonna start hurting my opponent's Aegis Slash. So that's gonna be fun. Gonna be a whole lot of fun. So Damon's gonna set up there. Now it's time to bring out Kindle and I believe Linda. Okay, so Linda and Kindle Linda. There we go. So I'm gonna go for a Mega Evolution here. Gonna have Linda Mega Evolve. I love Mega Absol, by the way. Love the wings on the back of Mega Absol. Sure, they don't help the Absol fly, but you know what? I just love those wings. So in any case, Damon is oh my goodness, I'm getting tongue twisted. Damon is gonna set up a King Shield for the Aegis Slash. I'm gonna go for a Sucker Punch, thinking maybe I can get this Aegis Slash to get some silly shenanigan damage. Unfortunately, I do not get those shenanigan damage off. Instead, I'm gonna go for a Flare Blitz into the Ninetales Aurora. That's gonna take down the Ninetales, even though it set up the Aurora Veil. That's gonna be very bad for me. I'm gonna take some recoil damage. I'm also gonna take some snow damage. So already, this is not looking good for me. So everyone's taking some damage now. But otherwise everything is peachy. So also gonna recover some health with the leftovers. Now out comes the big threat. Out comes that Alolan Sandslash. I'm gonna have Linda here detect because I suspect that Damon's gonna go for an attack, and you know what? I guessed right. Goes for an attack into that, and I am gonna pull off a Z move here. That's right. I gave my Rapidash here Kindle Z, Groundium Z. I figured perhaps this would do a lot more damage. Unfortunately, I neglected to realize that Alolan Sandslash is very strong defensive, so it survives that Z move, so that's already bad for me. Now out comes the Aegislash's attack, and this is gonna hurt so much. Oh my goodness, my poor Kindle faints. I was hoping that would do a lot more damage. Oh my goodness, my poor Kindle. That's the end of my Kindle Rapidash. Or Kindle my Rapidash, oh my goodness. But in any case, no damage and leftovers is gonna go around for another turn. So now out comes Elizabeth once again. Elizabeth's gonna come onto the field. I'm now down to my last 2 Pokemon. So now Linda's gonna go for a Sucker Punch into the Alolan Sandslash, gonna take down that Sandslash. Meanwhile, Elizabeth's gonna lock herself into Drop Kick, seeing if I can do some damage to this, take down this Aegislash, but it's not enough to knock it out, but it is enough to stop the Sacred Sword from knocking out Linda, so it gives my Absol one more turn to hang around. Oh my goodness, but this was not the best of battles for me. I was already having some difficulties with this fight. Now I'm just running out of steam here. I gotta do something for this. But in any case, my opponent now sends out Shivers, the Kaylee. So already this is not looking good for me. I'm gonna go for a Detect here, thinking maybe I'm gonna take some return damage. But instead, I'm gonna take a bit of a load off. The Aegislash is gonna go for a King Shield. So that's that. So I suspected that Damon would go for something else. Instead, she goes for an Ice Shard, but Ice Shard doesn't work because of Queenly Majesty protecting against all priority moves. So the Hail stops, so that's the end of the Hail damage, which is good because I don't think I could have taken any more. And I'm already suffering some FPS lag here. Oh my goodness, I'm suffering some lag here. Oh my goodness, I'm really sorry about that. But in any case, oh my goodness, this lag is really starting to kill me. But the Mega Glalie now Mega Evolves. Don't know why it took that long to Mega Evolve. I'm gonna go for a Drop Kick into the Glalie. It's still not enough. That Aurora Veil really paying dividends. I'm gonna go for a knockoff into the King's or into the Aegislash, thinking, all right, maybe I can do this. Knock it out. So that's that. And oh my goodness, my poor Elizabeth's taken so much damage. That's the end of the Mega. Or that's the end of the Aegislash, but now comes the real problem here. So the Volcarona comes out, it's gonna be shiny. Elizabeth's gonna go for a Drop Kick into the Mega Glalie. That's the Mega Glalie down. I'm thinking, okay, maybe I have a chance here. I'm gonna go for a knockoff into the... Well, I'm gonna go for a knockoff into that Volcarona. Unfortunately, the Volcarona was not holding an item, it was holding a Z Crystal, so knockoff doesn't get the bonus damage. And instead, I'm gonna get Flame Body Burn for my trouble. So already this is not looking good for me. I'm thinking, okay, I gotta try something here, give me something to work with. But oh my goodness. This Volcarona decides, you know what, I've had enough fun, so it's gonna knock me out so much. Damon's gonna roost again. I don't know why Damon decided to roost twice in a row. There was nothing else I could have done after that. All the damage was eliminated. Linda's down to her last 3 health. I'm going for one last sucker punch, thinking maybe critical hit will save me. But unfortunately, the drop kick doesn't help me. And now the Volcarona goes for a Z move, and this is just the end of it for me. Oh my goodness. My poor team. My poor team. So, just watching this Z move play out, it's so torturous because there's nothing I can do to stop myself from losing this. All I can do is watch this giant ball of flame consume Elizabeth, and I'm really sure this critical hit mattered. Oh my goodness, my poor Elizabeth goes down, and there goes Linda. Not defeated in battle, but, you know, slowly burned down by Burn. Oh my goodness, so that's the end of that battle. So that was a loss for me. So I'm thinking, you know what, let's show off our next battle here. I'm gonna show off, let's show off this one between me and Kaylee. I think this was a really epic one. Yeah, I think this was a really epic one as well. So I'm gonna show off this one between me and Kaylee. Yeah, most of my battles were doubles. So I'm gonna lead with, of course, the Furfro team. It's once again the Furfro team. Okay, so we got I think this is a very long one at 16 turns. So yeah, I'm thinking this one I'm not sure how much time this battle will take, but in any case, I'm gonna have my Furfro's lead. I'm gonna have Evelyn go for a U-turn into Leia, my special attack Furfro, or choice specs Furfro, and I'm gonna have my Furfro, my shiny Furfro, go into his echoed voice metronome strategy. Meanwhile, Kaylee's gonna set up these toxic spikes, and gonna set up a whole lot of shenanigans involving whatchamacallit. Gonna set up some stealth rock shenanigans. So I'm gonna go for another whatchamacallit here. I'm gonna go for my Furfro's metronome. I'm at 2 stages of echoed voice metronomes. Kaylee's gonna go for a second set of toxic spikes. So now all my Pokemon will be taking toxic damage, not just regular poison damage. And I'm gonna go for infestation. So this is already starting to turn very badly for me. So gonna take some leftovers, or Quick Claw actually. Quick Claw activates. That's not good. So they're gonna go for a Quick Claw Toxic into my Furfro. That's already very bad for me. My Furfro is not having a good day. I really needed my Furfro to not take so much toxic damage. So I'm gonna go for my Hidden Power. I'm gonna keep going for a Hidden Power. I believe this was Hidden Power Water, perhaps. I'm not 100% sure. But in any case, the Toxapex is gonna take take a turn to recover. So I believe now I'm on turn 3 of Echoed Voice Metronome. So I'm gonna take a round of, let's see, I believe it's a round of damage from Infestation and Toxic. I'm gonna go for my 4th Echoed Voice. And I'm thinking, alright, go for another Hidden Power into the Shuckle. I'm trying to knock these 2 Pokemon out. So, okay, so the Toxapex is gonna recover again. It's not gonna survive another round of, not survive another round of Echoed Voice Metronome. I believe now I believe it's on turn 5, perhaps, actually. Yeah, I believe we're on turn 5 of Metronome Echoed Voice. And for those who don't know, Echoed Voice increases in power every time it's used consecutively, and the item Metronome doubles the power of a move if it's used consecutively. So Echoed Voice Metronome, just saying. And meanwhile, I am getting some serious lag here. Serious lag. I'm not sure where all this lag is coming from. But in any case, my Furfros are now having a bit of a not having a good day. They are really not having a good day here. So I'm gonna just go for another crazy strategy here. So Kaylee's gonna send out a Togedemaru. Gonna flinch my poor Furfro. I really didn't want to have my Furfro, take some get faked out. I needed my Furfro to take as little damage as possible. But in any case, the Garbodor is going to finish off my Furfrou enough so that the toxic damage finishes him off. So that's going to be the end of my Metronome Echoed Voice strategy. Oh, my poor Furfrou. That's the end of my Furfrou. But it's alright because I've still got 4 more Furfrous. So I'm going to send out Amanda. I believe Amanda is my choice banded Furfrou. So what Amanda's going to come in here, she is going to come in here and going to go for a, well, actually Kaylee's going to go for a Spiky Shield, because, you know, Spiky Shield. Leia, in the meantime, is going to go for another Hidden Power into Togedemaru. Amanda's going to choice band Retaliate into the Garbodor and knock it out in one shot. Now, for those who don't know, Retaliate is a normal move that doubles in power if it's used after or the turn after a Pokemon has been knocked out on my side of the field. And since Furfrou gets a stab move or a stab boost for normal type moves, and choice band increases the power of a move by, you know, 50%, that's a lot of damage. So it pretty much one hit KOs most Pokemon that aren't resisted to normal type Pokemon, or aren't, you know, physically defensive. So, but in any case, I'm going to switch out Amanda for Beryl, my second male Furfrou. Leia's going to instead take some flinch damage. And Beryl, even though he gets to go onto the field, what happens? He gets, you know, sent right back out. He does get swapped in, and now he has to leave the field again. And now I've got Evelyn coming onto the field just to take some poison damage, take some rock damage. So Togedemaru is now gonna go for another Spiky Shield, and Gudra's gonna go just sit pretty. I think is gonna go for another Dragon Tail. Leia, meanwhile, is gonna go for another Hidden Power into the Gudra. So Gudra is gonna sit very pretty, and Leia's not exactly gonna be a happy camper because now she has to leave the field. And now out comes Amanda once again. Now I'm gonna take some more rock damage. And poison damage is starting to rack up for my team. I think 4 of my 5 remaining Furfrous are poisoned, and one of them is gonna be fainting. No, it's only 3 of them. But in any case, I'm gonna go for a choice Scarf return. Yeah, Evelyn is my choice Scarf Furfrou, and she's gonna go for a choice Scarf return into the Gudra. Amanda's gonna take take a lot of damage. I'm gonna go for a Headbutt. I'm gonna headbutt the Togedemaru, and for my trouble, Amanda's gonna get hurt by the Iron Barbs and is gonna get hurt by the Rocky Helmet. So, oh my goodness, all that fun damage, all that fun recoil damage, all that fun goodness. Not really the kind of Pokemon I wanted to be fighting against using mostly physically attacking Furfrous. But in any case, now Beryl gets to come back out, and Audino's gonna come out. So I believe Kaylee is down to her last 2 Pokemon. I still have 4 Furfrous. And Kaylee is going to go for a Mega Evolve, or Mega Evolution on the Audino. So here comes the Mega Audino. This is not the best Pokemon. I really do not want to fight this thing, considering what Pokemon I have left. But regardless, Evelyn's going to go for a return. And Beryl is going to use the Retaliate damage. And bam, it's not a whole lot of damage. But it's not a lot of damage, but it is enough to bring the Audino to 50% health. Evelyn is going to take some Echoed Voice damage and is going to get hurt by the toxic damage. And Belle's going to also take toxic damage. This is really starting to add up to my Pokemon. So Evelyn's going to go and going to take another chance to do some more damage. And Togedemaru is going to go in and finish off Evelyn. Rest in peace, Evelyn, my choice Scarf Furfrous. So now Beryl's going to go in, going to go for some more return damage. And Audito's going to go for a Wish. So I'm thinking, okay, she's probably going to, protect, but I recently learned, or I learned during the battle, that our Audino does not have protect. So now I'm going to send out Leia, but unfortunately, Leia's not only going to get badly poisoned, she's also going to take damage from the pointed stones. So that's going to be the end of my Furfrou. Yeah, So now I'm down to Clara, my last remaining Furfro, who's now gonna start taking poison damage, as well as now the pointed stones. This is really starting to rack up. Oh my goodness. But through all of that, Clara is gonna set up a cotton guard, and Beryl is gonna stand out there with his top hat and gonna retaliate against the Audino just in case it recovers or something. And also because I like seeing that animation. So that's going to be the end of the Audino, so no wish shenanigans could take place. Meanwhile, Clara is not looking pretty. Clara took a lot of damage. Clara is very much under pressure, but I still have one last trick up my sleeve, and that is to go for my Z workup. So I'm going to take an increase to my attack power, as well as the increase to my attack power. So I'm going to increase my attack by 2 stages instead of just 1, thanks to my Z move. And Togedemaru is going to go for a Zing Zap into Beryl. So Beryl's going to survive on just 3 HP. I was thinking maybe Kaylee would leave Beryl alone and would allow me to, you know, stay on the turn with Beryl for one more turn. But nope, Kaylee went for an attack, and instead of going for a counterattack, I instead went for a cotton guard. So that's gonna be the end of Beryl, my Furfro. So now I'm down to my normal Furfro, and I'm thinking, okay, Kaylee's already gone for a turn of attack, so I'm gonna go for another workup. I've really only got one last move. I've only got one last move, one last card to play for this battle. But Clara's gonna go for some more Z workup. And finally I pull out my last card, and it is a Sucker Punch to the Togedemaru. I'm gonna take a lot of damage from the Iron Barbs and the Rocky Helmet, but the Sucker Punch was enough to bring down the Togedemaru. So that's gonna be the end of that battle. I hope you all enjoyed Tactician's Monday matches. I will see you all next time. Bye-bye!
When you've reached the point where you can't go on, just come to me, you'll be safe from harm. If you trust in me, then I'll trust in you. There's nothing more that I need to do. If you put your hands in front of mine, we'll be shining through one at a time. Just understand